game. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. This is a one-and-done trip for Minnesota before going back to their Timberwolves fans up in Minneapolis. On the basket by Jones. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Timberwolves on offense. And there's the call on Miles McBride. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Left side, Hero. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Well, this is what Hero is out here to do. He's a very reliable three-point scorer.
Inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ball. It's tipped. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the quickness and burst of Murray on display.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Timberwolves making a change here. And so it's Milwaukee with it. 7-point differential. And Stan, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
It's good from long range.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Ball, and he banks in the layup.
Not settling there. Lonzo gets inside for a high percentage look.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. We talked about his approach in guarding Jason Tatum. He said, we want to crowd Tatum right from the jump and prevent him from getting into an early rhythm, especially from deep. Because when his three-point shot is falling, it opens up the rest of his game. Back over to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. The drive by Ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And there's the foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Now in the lineup for the Timberwolves. Number 41.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here he goes. Murray, good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside, Ball. Back to Butler. Slam dunk by Butler.
Well, if you give Butler an opening, he will exploit the defense.
Here's Murray. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Yeah, I
just love seeing it fall, put it on the deck, using those long strides to get all the way to the cup.
And here's Tatum for three. Knocks down the three ball. Tatum's got his third bucket of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to McBride. Lets it go from deep. That's it. And he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 8. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From about 16. A rebound by the Bucks.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Anunoby. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Here's Embiid. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. They get it back. Anunoby outside. Just 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Okogie for the 3. The shot will not fall.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Hero. Finished off the break. Hero's got 5 now.
Well, this is where Hero can really hurt you. You can't let him shake free in transition.
Here's McBride. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Embiid, no good. Here's Hendricks. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
13. Minnesota. 21.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And that's what Jordan does best, an extremely lethal dunker.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him. Personal foul.
Well, picking up his second foul, he can still be aggressive, but has to be smart about it.
Mathurin, good.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Now, here's Dunn. Hasn't made one yet. Left side, Hero. Timberwolves passing it around. No good on the 3.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And we know Brook Lopez is revered as a teammate for his contributions both on and off the floor.
Well, Kevin, I think that teammates very quickly pick up on guys who are unselfish both on and off the floor and care more about the team, the group, the community than their own accomplishments, and that becomes immediately obvious with Brook Lopez.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he's finding that balance. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Bucks on defense. Chris Dunn making his last shot. And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Substitution. Rudy Gobert. Jason Tatum.
Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Okogie. From outside, off the mark. Bucks trailed by 10. Here's Iguodaro. To the inside. Stolen by Tatum. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Mathurin, good.
And I love the energy you see from Mathurin inside, using his athleticism to win the day.
Pass to Tatum. Puts up a three. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Tatum's got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota. Here's the drive. And the basket by Alvarado.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Tatum on the wing. And another three for Minnesota. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep.
Mathurin comfortable there from the mid-range.
Timberwolves leading by 12. It's stolen by Alvarado. It's tipped.
Hey, yo, right here.
1:41 left now here in the second. Back to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Here's Okogie. And the layup's good off the glass. Okogie's got his first points in this one.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks. Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Pass to Hero. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hero's got 8 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Over to the left wing. And the basket by Alvarado. Alvarado's got his second basket.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now, Hero. He's got 8. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Once again, let's hear it for your Bucks Breaker Crew.
20 seconds left in the first half. Here's Murray. He's got 6. It's Jones on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And Murray, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. 8 points for him.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 14. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Murray outside. Takes the three. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Ball. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Minnesota leading by 14. Murray with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Shamet on the wing. Lots of room. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
You know, I think Murray is at his best when he's unselfish, looking to create for others.
And staying an all-star back in 2022, DeJounte Murray has since been trying to regain that all-star form.
Absolutely, Kevin. And look, the major problem, like it is for a lot of guys, has been injury. When he's healthy, this guy can really play. He's a true two-way player and can help you win games at both ends of the floor. Well, that's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
Now the Bucks moving it up. All going up court. Up again. Back to Ball. Butler on the way. Shot clock at 5. Fades back. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Murray for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Stolen. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Shamet with it. Now defended by Embiid. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Now Embiid. Clock at 6. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Timberwolves leading by 21. Murray right side. From downtown, sinks the triple. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Embiid. And they get it. And Jordan sends it back.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Murray with it. He's got 14. Outside, Hero. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 ball is good. Hero's got 11.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Left side, Mathurin. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Pass to Hero. To the left wing. For three, Okogie. Good work defensively by Bryant.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Murray. Plenty of space. The rebound by the Bucks.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Mathurin for three. And the Bucks miss again. Minnesota with the ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Murray surveying the D. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Yeah, great job there allowing the play to develop. Murray so poised and creative.
Outside Mathurin. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Hendricks, good. Hendricks has got his first basket.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Murray outside. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Minnesota on top.
The Timberwolves, 57.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Here's Minnesota. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Dunn. Pass to Okogie. Outside, Hero. 4 on the clock. Shoots. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And a wide open look for Mathurin. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Done outside. And a wide open look for Hero. Nailed from three-point land.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And it's Bryant in the corner. Lets the three fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Bryant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
DeAndre Jordan. Derek Jones Jr.
Tatum looking around. Over Lopez. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Lopez a screen. And a deep three from Bryant. Second shot opportunity. And it's Lopez laying it in.
Well, it's great to see Lopez use that 7'1" frame to his advantage. Fantastic work on the offensive glass.
Back to Dunn. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. From the high post, a putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
McBride bounce pass. Here's Embiid. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
That one falls.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Butler. Embiid in the corner. From outside the arc. The shot missing.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Dunn. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And, Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Embiid, no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Shamet. Shoots over Ball. And the shot falls short this time. And the Bucks with possession. Three-pointer, Butler buries it from three-point range.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeJounte Murray.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
And that one is good.
It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, you know he's going to convert.
Dunn, wide open, he fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The drive-by Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I love how unpredictable Lonzo is. He keeps defenses guessing and sometimes forces them to compromise.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
2 shots.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. Both good from the line that time. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. With the fadeaway. Mathurin, good.
Ooh, they're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here is Dunn. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Bucks with possession here. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no one.